All right, what is going on, everybody? This is NJ Gaming 777 here, finally with the first part of the Retro Achievements series. I know it's been a long wait and I apologize, but you know, here we are. Finally, part 1, Pokemon Red Retro Achievements. So, let's go ahead and get started then. Okay. Shoot, hold on. I gotta do a quick audio test, everybody. That's what I thought. Thought it may have been a little loud. Quick audio adjustment, everybody. Okay, so now how does it sound with my voice over it as well? Okay, wait. One more quick audio check, everybody. Because it sounds good on my end. Alright, yep, we're good to go. Yep, so let me turn down the volume on my phone so we can actually get started with the playthrough. Alright. Oh. I hit the wrong button. Whoops. So fast text speed, battle animations on, battle style put to set, because we're gonna have to do that for a good chunk of the achievements. So we're not gonna be able to switch out after an enemy Pokemon is knocked out. And I'm gonna show you every single achievement and how to get it in Pokemon Red. There are 91 achievements. So let's get on with the gameplay, shall we? And also, this is going to be a bit of a mini playthrough as well. So, I always thought that was funny because in the intro to Pokemon Red, it displayed a Nidorino, but it used Nidorina's cry. I always thought that was kind of funny. And I was confused the very first time I got a Nidorino. Okay, so, bit of a fun fact. We're gonna just go ahead and name our character Nuts. Yeah, it'll all come together eventually, folks, so don't worry. Okay, and we're gonna also, I know, I'm so mature. But this is gonna be a meme playthrough, and you'll see why. It just, you won't see it until we beat Brock, though. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna withdraw the potion from the PC. Then we're gonna go down here, we don't have to talk to Mom. And also, when these are uploaded to YouTube, the format is going to be completely different. I am not going to have, I'm not going to, you know, have, like, my camera and the chat in the videos. I'm going to be doing a complete voiceover, so I'm actually not stressed about, you know, getting things set up for the editing process. But it's going to be a bit of a short stream tonight. I can't be on very long. I also, actually, you know what, let me go ahead and pause this, while I kind of talk. So I went ahead and also got 4 videos uploaded to YouTube. I mean, one was released today at 3 p.m., but the next 3 will be, released on, tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that at 3 p.m. So that way there is a video every single day at the same time, just to maintain consistency. So that's what I was kind of doing all day and most of last night as well, just getting videos ready for you all. And then just a bit of a, you know, heads up with the Pokemon Red Retro Achievements playthrough. I'm just gonna, you know, chop it up into segments to where the to where it goes to each achievement on how to get it, and then I will go into thorough detail on how to get the achievement. And plus, since I will have a little bit of extra freedom with editing, I can, like, put stuff in, like, kind of like on the sides, like a brief description and stuff like that on how to get the achievement. So I'm going to try to not make it look weird. I'm going to try to make it look as clean and professional as possible to my ability, because I still consider myself a beginning editor, even though I've almost done it for 2 years, and I'm gradually getting better and better at it. It just depends on the game and the and what I want to do. Kind of like with the last Dead by Daylight video that I uploaded, I was kind of like running out of creativity because I just didn't want to repeat the same thing, the same stuff, you know, and just that one took me a lot longer than it should have. But anyways, now let's get back to the gameplay, and I'm gonna begin to show you how to get all the achievements in Pokemon Red. Alright. So first things first, we go into the tall grass. Professor Oak stops us. Says, no, it's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Yeah, I'm not gonna read any of the dialogue, to be honest, because this game is ancient. Can you believe Pokemon Red and Blue are about 30 years old, everybody? Jeez. Okay, so for our playthrough, we are gonna be taking Squirtle. We are gonna be playing this in easy mode. Alright, and then our rival is going to pick Bulbasaur because he's a butt munch. Because he has to have the super effective one. Oh yeah, I bet you'll take us on. Yeah, Deez wants to fight. Deez sent out Bulbasaur. Go Squirtle. Alright, and... Okay, oh shoot, starts off the critical. That's not good. Now we need criticals because our attack is lowered. Come on. Give us a critical, Squirtle. Come on, man. I know you can do it. Can't you just miss? Can you just miss the next few tackles? Oh, shit. No, not you, Squirtle. I meant Bulbasaur, not you, miss. Yeah, we just gotta get lucky with criticals. We might have to use our potion here. Okay. Dang. 2 criticals? Come on, game. Shoot. Yeah, we have no choice. We gotta do this. Because if not, we're gonna lose. Because Bulbasaur got super lucky with both of those criticals. Alright, there we go. So now we hit level 6. We're good to go. What? Unbelievable, I picked the wrong Pokemon. No, you were close to beating me, I just had an item in my pack. Alright, so D's just left, and we can't do anything else yet. So, first things first, we're gonna save, just because. Alright. So, first achievement we're gonna get, we're gonna talk to that lad up there as soon as we're done with this battle. Because we had to get ambushed by a stupid level 2 Pidgey. And also, unlike the Pokemon Yellow Legacy playthrough that I attempted, like, a year or so ago, I know how I'm gonna do these, videos differently, and eventually we will be going back to that. Okay, so we just got free points. So, we got a free potion from this dude. And also something else I'm gonna link in the description of the video as well if any of you play this offline or just want to go through the live streams. And actually, yeah, after this, I'm also going to have to upload the live stream to NJ Gaming Uncut, because my internet cannot handle 3 platforms at once, so I had to make a sacrifice. So this is being live streamed on both twitch.tv and kick.com. So be sure to follow me on both, well, follow me on all platforms. Alright. Jesus, what is with all the level 2 Pidgey? I'm definitely not catching a Pidgey here because I'm not going to be raising well, actually, I'm not going to be raising a Pidgey at all. I'm only going to raise a Pidgey up until the point I need Pidgeot, so I can have the entry for the Pokedex. And actually, I do need to level up Squirtle anyway. I'm actually going to try to get Squirtle to a good level before we take on Rival 2. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go inside the Pokemon Center, get healed up there. Alright, so Squirtle's good to go on the HP front. Yeah, I came from Pallet Town. What do you want, man? Okay, Oak's Parcel. Alright, let's go all the way down and see if we can get any additional levels along the way. Because it's going to be very important for another achievement that I was actually completely unaware of whenever I started this, because, well, I don't want to spoil it. You'll see here in a few minutes. Alright. Looks like... oh, we got another encounter. Good. Alright, tackle. Finally, something else other than a dang Pidgey. Alright, there we go. Alright, back to Pallet Town. Give this to Professor Oak. Yeah, I delivered Oak's parcel. Which, funny enough, I think one of the theories I heard what Oak's parcel was the GS ball. But I don't see how that could be because that wasn't even a concept when these games were made. Yeah. Just go ahead and give us the Pokedex there, dude. Alright. Alright, there we go. Journey has started. Alright, and before we get this, I'm going to save, because I don't really want to carry this item in my inventory. I'm just showing it off for the achievement. Alright, so, yeah, we have to get the town map, unfortunately. Okay, hold on a second. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna hit reset now. I just didn't want to carry it in the inventory. Because, you know, there's no point in carrying the map in the inventory. Because we'll never use the dang thing. Okay, and for some reason my controller desynced. I don't know why. Hold on, let me fix it real quick, folks. That was so weird. I just hit reset and then it just completely screwed up my controller. Alright, so... And there are 124 Pokemon to catch. So Pokemon Red only has that much, even though in Red, Blue, and Yellow, you can technically catch all 151 on the same cartridge, but it involves a lot of glitches and, you know, game manipulation in order to pull off. Which, if you want to know how to do that, go ahead and look at the Pokemon Yellow Legacy Ditto glitch that I made, like, a long time ago. Okay, so now we got Bubble, but we still need a few more levels before we can get our next achievement. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and hit this Rattata with Bubble. Because we want to be level 11 at the very least before we do our next thing. Because it will make it that much easier, you know, when we have to do it. So, Squirtle's gonna be our only Pokemon in the meantime. Shoot, we gotta hurry up and get to the Pokemon Center. Come on. And... okay, yeah, we are on thin ice. But also, much like the Pokemon Yellow Legacy playthrough that I originally tried to do, when I go for the Retro Achievements for it, I am going to be doing it much differently. So, the other videos won't be like the other ones I attempted to do, which, oh shoot, I did not want to talk to you again, Nurse Joy. They're not going to be like the last ones, which, to be honest, I don't think those can be viewed anymore. I think I privated them. Oh wait, hold on. If we want to get some fast levels, we could just go to the Viridian Forest, because we can look for wild Kakuna there. Okay, we don't need to talk to him just yet. And yeah, that's also going to be a thing. We're going to have to find every single hidden item. Well, actually, I think we could talk to him real quick. I don't think it displays an achievement, but you know what? It's all well and good. And actually, you know what? I might do all the hidden items as it's also its own video, just for all of you, in case, like, that's the one you're looking for and you don't have to comb through the entire, video just for that. So, and also, a big heads up, this will not be coming out, like, soon after the stream. It's just, this is going to be a long playthrough, and then cutting up the video is going to be, its own process. Okay, so, go ahead and get started with this, and a bit of a heads up, there's a hidden antidote in this tree. Yeah, we're only gonna... Oh, actually, no, I don't think I can pick up that Pokeball without voiding the other achievement. We're only gonna go here to, We're only gonna go here just to level up, so that way we can battle Rival 2. And these are the Pokemon we want, because they'll get us the highest, you know, experience gain, and they don't attack us. So they're basically free experience. Although, to be honest, I was not crazy about Kakuna's design in this game. And I wasn't crazy about Weedle's design in Pokemon Yellow either. Just, I prefer Pokemon Red and Blue Weedle and Caterpie, but I prefer Pokemon Yellow Kakuna and Metapod. I also prefer Pokemon Yellow Butterfree and Beedrill. Out of all those sprites. It's just, most of the Pokemon Yellow sprites were just so good. And it's just, it's actually kind of a toss-up for me for the Magikarp sprites between this one and Pokemon Yellow. I think I'm actually more leaning towards this one because it's more of a fish, but, the Gyarados sprites in all games are, you know, pretty good, actually. Alright, well, didn't want a Caterpie. Not yet, anyway, because we can't catch it. Alright. So we hit level 9. But yeah, no, I think these retro achievement videos are gonna take the longest to upload, just because of how much work is gonna be going into them. So, once I get, like, the base kit for, like, some of them, you know, I'll be golden from there, but expect these videos to take literally weeks. Like, I'm not kidding, folks. These videos might take the longest out of all my content. Like, 100%. Just because I'm gonna have to chop them up, make sure the audio is, you know, good. Make sure, you know, the music sounds good, what music I'm gonna be putting in, as well as do the voiceover. And then, not to mention, cut these up into short format videos for, you know, some of the audience. Which, I'm also gonna be honest, folks, I still haven't, started editing the, Dragon Warrior randomizer, you know, the last couple of playthroughs we did of that. I mean, I have them ready to edit, it's just I haven't begun the editing process yet. Okay, cool, we found another Kakuna, finally. We just need 2 levels, and then we'll be good to go to fight Rival 2. And also, to be honest, folks, the voiceovers might take the longest, because I'm gonna have to try to get it all, you know, perfect in one take. So, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to re-record something. So, that's also gonna be another thing, is like consistently talking throughout the whole video. That's gonna be a little bit challenging, I'm not gonna lie to you, especially because I never go in with a script. Because, let's face it, if I tried writing one for like one of the update videos that never got made, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say, and then whenever I was doing the voiceover to like do it, I kept fucking it up. So I was like, shit. So I kind of just gave up on all that, and whenever I do update videos, I just say what's on my mind and then just keep it short and sweet. Alright, level 10, so how much experience do we need for level 11? Okay, so if we can get, like, 3 level 6 Kakuna, then we're good to go. Or heck, we can even take down 2 Kakuna, and then go and fight our rival. And then after that, just get the level up off of his Pidgey. And then we'll be level 11, and then, you know, we'll be good, because we are gonna have to, fight gym leaders at level caps. So, we cannot go over, you know, certain levels before defeating gym leaders. So, like, right now for Brock, our level cap is level 14 because of his Onyx. Alright. Oh, level 5 Kakuna, that'll work. Yeah, you can use Harden as much as you want, dude. Alright, and... ooh, this one's level 6, okay. So yeah, we can just leave the forest after this. Go fight Rival 2, and then be good to go. Alright, so we're only 69 experience points to the level up. So we will definitely get that off of Pidgey. Because our rival's Pidgey will be level 9. And the only problem with that battle that I see is the Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur will have Leech Seed by this point. So that is going to be a big problem. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and heal. And I'm just going to go ahead and save. Of course, the first step we take in the grass, we just get an encounter. And it's the female Nidoran. The rare encounter on top of it. Okay. You know what, we can use a little bit of a warm-up. And if our rival happens to beat us, we'll just hit the reset button and be good on that. Okay. Alright, let's see what you got there, buddy. Yeah, and since we're not really going to be using Bubble on Bulbasaur, we're just going to try to, you know... Okay. Pidgey speed fell, that's good, that's what we wanted. Dang it, this is putting us in a bind, because... okay. Shoot. I mean, we didn't want Pidgey to use Sand Attack, but at the same time, it was like... What do we want? Less accuracy or more or less HP? Just gonna go ahead and use Tail Whip on you. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this will... Okay, that's actually doing a pretty decent amount of damage. Maybe we got this. Nice! Okay. Oh yeah, no, we got him now. Yeah, I knew level 11 would have... Oh yeah, critical on the last hit. Nice. Alright. So, now that we defeated our rival over here, we gotta now go back to Professor Oak. Because once we go back to Professor Oak, he's gonna give us a gift. And I never knew about this the entire time that I played Pokemon. But also first we are gonna go here and heal up. And now we're also in a bit of a pickle. Because our Squirtle is pretty high up there in levels, so I don't know if, oh man, weakening Pokemon is gonna be a bit of a hassle. Alright, parting gift. You can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them. Use these to capture wild Pokemon. Yeah, so Professor Oak gives you 5 free Pokeballs. Did the text box just glitch out for a second? Huh. Okay. Alright. So, there's that achievement, the parting gift. Okay, so, does this Rattata go down? No, that's actually perfect. So, we'll just go ahead and throw this Pokeball now. Alright, there's our second Pokemon. But Rattata will not be joining our party. You were just captured for the Pokédex, and that was all. Now prepare to be stored in the PC forever. I don't need a Rattata, I need a Pidgey now. Give me a Pidgey. Geez, I was getting ambushed by Pidgey left and right the last time. So, why not fricking, okay. Yeah, now the Rattata want to ambush me left and right. Okay, so another Rattata. Now the game doesn't want to give me Pidgeys because all the Pidgeys heard what I did to my rivals. Alright, level 3 Pidgey. We can deal with that. Dang. This one must have a lot of defense. Because it tanked that tackle pretty good. Okay. So, that is 3 Pokemon in our Pokédex now. Alright. So, actually no, we won't go into the Pokemon Center. So we will go into the Pokemart, however, and spend a lot of money on Pokeballs. We will buy 12. Buy 3 Paralyze Heals, and 4 Antidotes. Yeah, I'm not really worried about money at this point, because we are gonna just abuse the missing no nugget glitch and get our money that way. So we will have infinite money once we have Surf. Alright, another Rattata, and I don't want to start leveling up until, you know, we get more Pokemon, because Squirtle's the only one that can weaken them enough right now. And if I get him too much stronger, then he won't be able to do that. Oh wow, level 2 Nidoran, okay. Hopefully this doesn't knock it out. And it doesn't, surprisingly. Okay, that's good. But we will be catching another male Nidoran as well, because we will need him for, an in-game trade, and one of the achievements is getting all of the in-game trades in Pokemon Red. So, we'll have to catch another one, and as well as catching a second Spearow. Oh, well, there's our other Nidoran. And it's also level 2, so that is very disappointing, because we're gonna have to switch train one of them. And since we ran into this Nidoran now and we have the ability to catch it, we're just going to go ahead and do it. Alright, so now we have one in-game trade Pokemon ready. And this is also to show off one achievement we're going to get here in a second, everybody. Oh yeah, now I get a level 3. Get out of here. Okay, nice. This is gonna be our bird Pokemon. We're gonna take Spearow with us instead of Pidgey, because honestly, Spearow is much better than Pidgey, and plus Spearow is move-wise and I think stat-wise so much better. Alright, cool. Preparing to be the very best, so we got a full party of Pokemon. And just to show, you don't have to get 5 different Pokemon. Okay, so let's go ahead and look for another Spearow, and let's try to find another female Nidoran. I mean, even though we're going to be getting one, I still want to catch one just because. Again, money is not going to be an issue in the game once we beat Koga, but still, I want to catch every single Pokemon possible, and yeah, that also means we are going to be catching a Kakuna and a Metapod. I don't know if it's necessary for the achievement, but I don't want to redo this. Plus, I kind of want to make this, you know, I want to make this my playthrough, so this is how I want to do it. Oh yeah, sure, we got the female Nidoran when we were on our way to fight our rival, and now we can't find one. Dang, level 4. But Nidoran and Spearow are going to be two of our party members, because we are definitely going to be rocking Nidoking in this playthrough, because Nidoking is severely OP. Just it's going to take us a little bit just to get the other two Pokemon. And I'm not going to get any Pokemon if I don't walk into the tall grass. Oh man, this game is not being merciful. Just keeps giving us Rattata and Nidoran. Not the Nidoran we need. And also another achievement that I will be going over later will be defeating the Elite Four with red exclusive Pokemon. But I will go into further detail on that, you know, much later on in the playthrough. And we are unfortunately going to need a Firestone and a Leaf Stone for 2 of them. God dang it, man. Just, where are the Spearow and the female Nidoran at? Jesus, kind of like I soft-locked them or something. There she is. There's the female Nidoran. Dang, she tanked that awfully well. Oh, okay, of course you're gonna, Of course you're gonna break out of the Pokeball. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got Nidoran female now. So that's 6 different Pokemon for our Pokedex. Alright, and we need one more Spearow. And there he is. Ooh! And that is actually going to be our Spearow. Because it's already level 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna hopefully not sacrifice Nidoran. Okay. So I could probably get a tackle off. Oh, shoot. If it keeps spamming Growl, I'm not gonna have a problem with that. Because all I am trying to do is just weaken it. So, oh, don't miss the tackle. Oh, there he goes. Thank God this isn't a Nuzlocke, because we would have been down a team member if it was. Okay. No, I'm gonna just throw the Pokeball now. I think it's weak enough. Alright, nice. Okay, so there's all the Pokemon for this area. So let's go to the Pokemon Center, heal everybody up, and then get our team going. And we're actually probably going to have to heal right afterwards, because we're going to be swapping Spearows and he's going to need all of his HP back. So pretty much our teams are going to just get reduced to Squirtle, Nidoran, and Spearow. Everyone else is just going to be locked in the PC forever. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Okay, so let me rearrange my party, because we're gonna have to start leveling up Nidoran as soon as possible, because holy crap is he weak. Alright. Let's go ahead and take him down. Jeez! Oh, that's not good at all. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch train him. Because 2 tackles was the equivalent of 1 tackle on his end. Dang, that Rattata must have a lot of attack power then. Okay, how much experience is Nidoran gonna need? Oh, wow. Nidoran's stats are all almost even. Oh, he's gonna need 40. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I mean, I could technically do it on a Kakuna or a Metapod, but at the same time, I would rather not do that. Because Nidoran will just run out of PP and all for, what, 1 level? Okay, so there's another item right there. We need 8 items in, Viridian Forest. Well, not 8 items, but, we have to defeat all the trainers and grab all the items. And that includes all the hidden items. Alright, nice. Oh, wow! A level 5 Weedle? Dang. See, the problem is I don't want to use Weedle because the poison typing will overlap with Nidoran. And kind of like what I was doing in the Pokemon Yellow Legacy playthrough is I don't want to overlap typings. It's like I'm gonna try to do it as little as possible. Okay, nice. Just the downside is I'm not gonna get any experience this round. Dang, a level 5 Weedle, that's really good. Okay. So now we throw the Pokeball. Okay, cool. So there's Pokemon number 7. Got our hairy bug. Okay, so now the only 4 Pokemon left in here is Pikachu, Caterpie, Metapod, and Kakuna. And you're all probably thinking to yourselves, why am I going to waste a couple of Pokeballs on Kakuna and Metapod? Eh. I mean, I'm not going to use Butterfree or Beedrill in this playthrough anyway. So, I don't think it matters too much. And also, if anything, I can just rare candy them up to their evolutions. Rather than just train Weedle and Caterpie. And I can do that once I have the ability to duplicate items. So I will try to capture every single Pokemon before we get access to the Master Ball. But then once we get access to it, it's getting duplicated and we're using that from here on out. And we'll only need to duplicate it once because we're not going to need any more than the 128 we'll have in our bag. Especially because we'll already have a good chunk of the Pokedex by then. Oh wow, level 5 Kakuna too. Okay, so I'm actually just going to switch in Spearow for this. Dang! Okay. I'll just weaken him a little bit more. Actually, Kakuna is a tad bit annoying. Okay, so can't level up defense anymore. That should be good enough. Oh, you butt. What the heck was with that lag there? Okay, there we go. Now we got Kakuna. So that's another Pokemon down. I'm just doing this for the lulz, and also to say that, you know, I caught literally every single one. Ooh. Yes, we are definitely gonna want Pikachu. Yeah, please just spam Growl. Please, oh no, don't use that. No. Oh, wow. Okay, he just messed us up really good. Okay, Spearow. Oh, this isn't good. And there he goes. See, now I'm in a bit of a bind because I don't want to hit Pikachu with Squirtle because I'm afraid Squirtle might knock it out. But I also don't want to... I'm going to have to do something. Just please do not poison him. Do not poison him, Weedle, for the love of God. For the love of Arceus. Okay, I don't want to risk anymore, so let's hope this Pokeball does the trick. Nice! Okay, we got Pikachu. So, the only 2 Pokemon we need now is Caterpie and Metapod. Okay, and we are definitely going to be going back to the Pokemon Center because I do need to train Nidoran up, and... yeah, it's probably going to take a while to find the other two, so might as well revive them, deposit Weedle and Kakuna into the PC, and then just be good to go. Okay, there's that. Let's go over to the PC now. Deposit Weedle first, and then Kakuna. Okay, and we got our level 5 Pikachu now. Yeah, Nidoran is really lagging behind, but not for long. Because once we, evolve it into Nidorino and then get access to a Moonstone. Oh, we are 100% golden. Because Nidoking will be so broken, and especially because after, you know... Wait, no, not item, I want to switch. Actually, yeah, I want to switch in Pikachu and start zapping this thing. Oh crap, I also just realized something else. We're gonna need a second Pikachu. We're gonna need a second Pikachu. Because I do kind of want to train this one. Actually, no, we can just trade this Pikachu when the time comes, because we can catch Wild Raichu. And with TMs, I can just beef up a Raichu any way I want. Yeah, because I believe if you catch a Wild Raichu, its only attacks are going to be Thunder Shock, Growl, and Thunder Wave. And it will not be able to learn any more. Which, I don't know why the devs decided to program Raichu that way. I think they did him dirty. I don't know, do they have something against Lieutenant Surge or something? I don't know. But no, the reason why I was going to catch another Pikachu was because once we get to Cinnabar Island, there's going to be a guy who wants a Raichu, but, you know, he's going to trade you an Electrode in exchange, and the funny thing is if you trade him a level 3 Raichu, you get a legal level 3 Electrode. Because the way the trades worked in these games was whatever Pokemon you traded, the traded Pokemon you got was the same level as the one you traded, and just, it leads to a bunch of hilariously broken leveled Pokemon, and it's just really funny. But yeah, there will be a lot of grinding in these live streams, so just expect to see all the leveling. And like I said, when it comes down to the Retroachievements playthrough, or not the playthrough, but the video, once I have it, you're not going to see any of the grinding on YouTube. So, just to make things a little bit more authentic. And I am also doing all of these in hardcore mode. Just a bit of a heads up, so I will not have access to cheat codes, speed up, or anything like that. It's gonna be... I don't have any extra features. Dang, 25 experience points apiece. come on, Caterpie. Ah, it's another stupid Weedle. Yeah, of course, we also get the Caterpie when we don't have the ability to capture Pokemon. It's just funny how that works. Okay, come on, Nidoran. Yeah, and before we go and fight Brock, I'm gonna try to get all my Pokemon to level 12. Because we are gonna be battling the trainer inside of his gym. Because that's also another achievement, is you gotta battle every single trainer. And I believe the ones in the gyms are a part of that, so in order to avoid going over the level cap, we're just gonna be under-leveled enough to where we can take on the gym, but also defeat all the trainers inside of the gym. Which sums up a problem once we get past Koga, because Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, and Giovanni are all very close to each other when it comes to level caps. And a little bit of a spoiler for a further achievement that is going to be super hard for us to get is, ironically, the achievement is called Smogon. And for all of you that don't know, Smogon is one of the biggest Pokemon sites, kind of next to Bulbapedia. And basically for that achievement, you have to beat the Elite Four, starting with a party of level 50 Pokemon. So, actually it may not be as hard as I thought. It actually might not be as hard as I thought, and now I have a bit of a... I have a little bit of a theory on how I can get that achievement super easy. Just that that's not going to be until probably like part 7 or part 8, depending on how long this takes. But just expect a lot of parts, everybody. I'm already this committed, I might as well just finish it off with Nidoran and get the full 50 for him. And cool, if I can get him Horn Attack, then, you know, he can continue training. And actually, we can start battling the other trainers as well, but I kind of want to find Caterpie and Metapod first. It's bugging me that they won't show up. Come on, Caterpie. It's another Weedle. I could just switch train Nidoran until it learns Horn Attack. That's also an option. And that's more than likely what I'm going to have to do, because Nidoran's just about out of tackles. How much experience is he away from level 7? 20. So if I find a level 4 Kakuna... No, I can't say Metapod, because if I see Metapod, I gotta catch it. Yeah, I'll just swap in Spearow for you. Just hopefully Spearow doesn't get poisoned. Okay, nice. Oh, that wouldn't happen. This is why I bought antidotes. No. Yeah, use the antidote on the poison Pokemon. What good will that do? I wonder if you used an antidote on a poison-type Pokemon, it would just unalive it. Because that makes me wonder. Alright, folks, I gotta do it now. I gotta do it now, because we can get a level 3 Electrode once we get to Cinnabar Island. Oh, don't zap me. Come on. Alright, toss a Pokeball. Oh, don't do this. Okay, fine. We're just gonna go ahead and do Pikachu on Pikachu battle. Dang! That was more effective than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, just because this is gonna be funny. Alright, well, there's our second Pikachu. So now we got 3 of the trades dealt with. And see, now, we've also run into a bit of another problem. Because we also need to have a Nidorino for an in-game trade as well. So essentially, we will have, like, 3 of the female Nidoran line. Actually, you know what? We can just train up our female Nidoran and evolve it into Nidoqueen when we need to. So that, kind of like that way we sort of have a living, you know, set of that line. I mean, if I really wanted to do a living Pokedex, I could, but I just don't feel like doing that right now. You know, eventually I might do the Professor Oak challenge in these games just for the heck of it. I don't know. I don't know how committed I am to that idea yet, though, folks, because I've got a lot of... I have a lot of plans for videos and stuff, and... Oh, dang it. I thought I didn't even notice he didn't learn Horn Attack. I think he learns that at level 8. And Weedle is down. This is also kind of not fair to Spearow because, kind of, you know, sitting on the sidelines. Alright, you know what? Let's actually go ahead and defeat some trainers while Spearow has PP for Peck. And since all the trainers in here are bug catchers, that'll be an easy one. Oh yeah, still has 27 PP for Peck. And if Spearow gets poisoned again, we can just use another antidote. Okay. Got a critical hit, but thankfully not poisoned. And Spearow's level 6, that's all good stuff. Okay, Caterpie, which this bug catcher is taunting me because he has a Caterpie and I don't. Alright, and Peck and Spearow gets all the experience this round. Alright, and we also have enough money for one antidote if we need it. Come on, buddy. I don't have all day. Let's get this battle on the way. 7. I actually might have to use my potion. Alright, we got Spirit at level 7. He sends out a Kakuna. His Kakuna only knows Harden, luckily, so this is pretty much a free round. Alright, here we go. Another Weedle, so not so much a free round, but hopefully we can take it down. And we got an Oko with a critical hit on Peck. And Spearow is now level 8. Okay, that's another 70. And see, it says 4 out of 8 there. Now 5 out of 8 because we found an antidote. And because this is red, there is no trainer over here. Okay, there we go. And I can't hit Caterpie with Spearow because it'll Oko it, and that's not good. And it almost Oko'd my weakened Pikachu. Dang it. And my Nidoran's out of tackle, and we don't have any ethers or anything to raise its PP, so this is gonna have to do. Alright? Alright, nice. So we got Caterpie now, so the only Pokemon left is Metapod. And also, slight chance I just might give up on Metapod and evolve Caterpie. No, I can't. Oh, speaking of Metapod, there it is. When I was just about to give up on it. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and switch in Pikachu. Okay. Another Thunder Shock. Alright. Just for some extra assurance, I'm gonna swap in Caterpie and just tackle it a few times. Okay. Wow! Okay, this is like the critical Caterpie or something. Okay. Oh, come on, don't do that. Dude. This Metapod just does not want to get caught. Okay. Last Pokeball, we have no choice but to do this now. Our last Pokeball, and we got all the Pokemon in Viridian Forest. Alright. So we have caught all the Pokemon up to this point. Okay, and how is Spearow looking? 142, okay. And I mean, we still got a little bit of training to go before we can take on Brock. So, actually, there might be a chance we don't fight Brock this time around. Just because we're running out of time for stream. Alright, I'll always take free experience. Okay, there's a potion there. So we got more healing, and before we walk in front of this trainer, there's a hidden potion here. And now let's just go ahead and fight this guy. Then we'll get out of the forest, go to Pewter City, heal there, and then we actually do have to do one more thing inside Viridian Forest. Okay, so Spearow is now level 9, and pretty much soloed Viridian Forest. See, this is why you want Spearow rather than Pidgey, because in this generation... Oh, yep, setting the forest ablaze. So, yeah, Pidgey, even though it has Gust, Gust is a normal type attack in this generation, compared to Generation 2 when it got switched to a flying attack. Which, if Gust was flying in this one, then I definitely would have used Pidgey rather than Spearow, just because I like Pidgeot more than Fearow. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and deposit the second Pikachu and Caterpie, because we're not going to be using either of those. And just as a small recap, these are all of our Pokemon. 3 of these Pokemon are going to be meant for trades later on in the game, so they're not going to be in the PC forever. And how much money do we have now? We have enough for 1 Pokeball. That is sad. But you know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and purchase that Pokeball now. Just so we have the ability to catch something later on. But we're also kind of stuck because we can't get out of Pewter City just yet, and I don't want to do the glitch to get out because, well, we're going to have to battle all those trainers anyway. So, it would just be better to just beat Brock now since we got to train up for him, and then not to mention, we got to go through all those trainers, then we got to go through Mount Moon, and then defeat Rival 3 on Nugget Bridge, Misty, all the, you know, Nugget Bridge trainers. And, okay, just a bit of a heads up, everybody, I will be leaving some trainers, oh, shoot. I was actually coming in here to train, not thinking I was gonna do the other thing. Whoops, that was my bad. Alright. Yeah, because I already goofed the achievement anyway by running into that Caterpie and this Kakuna. Dang, level 6 Kakuna. And yeah, we will just level up the Kakuna and the Metapod into Butterfree and Beedrill once we get access to infinite rare candies. Okay, so first things first, we are going to go ahead and save. Alright, so basically the achievement is something like anyone there. We have to pass through Viridian Forest without getting a single encounter. And you might think that's hard, but it really isn't. It just comes down to luck. And it doesn't matter what entrance of Viridian Forest you go through. It's just, hopefully you don't get that one encounter. So, unfortunately here, we have to do this. And we got an encounter. So now we gotta go back. And I'm not gonna just reset every time, you know, we get an encounter, because I can use the experience right now anyway. You know, and plus when, oh wait, no. Squirtle's not gonna get Water Gun until level 15. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with Bubble for Brock's gym. And see, that's also why you want, that's why you want Squirtle more than Bulbasaur, because, Squirtle will still have a super effective move. And I think you gotta get over the level cap in order for Bulbasaur to... Oh, God. Oh, come on. And if you're also asking yourselves, why not just come back here and, like, cut the grass or use a repel? That won't get you the achievement. You have to do the achievement without cutting the grass or using repel. Dang, Pikachu is a force to be reckoned with. Dang, Pikachu just messed up Nidoran good. Because Nidoran's almost out of HP now. And actually, he's the one I want to keep training for right now. Yeah, I kind of want Nidoran at level 12 first. So that way, you know, he's just ready to go. Even though we're not going to be using him for Brock at all. Actually, we could probably train him up a little bit more. Because I think Squirtle's pretty much just going to be soloing Brock. So, we don't even need to have, like, Nidoran or Pikachu. Because we will be using Pikachu on Misty. So, that's part of the reason why I want to train Pikachu, is so that way we can just take down Misty with no problems. And obviously, by the time we get to Lieutenant Surge... dang, I keep running into Pokemon on this exact tile. Man, I didn't have trouble doing this on my other account. And yeah, I could have just done Encore mode, but I just figured to make it a little bit more of an authentic experience, just do it on a brand new account. So, I will put both accounts in the description below if you wanted to follow me on Retroachievements. And now Nidoran has Horn Attack. Oh, shoot. Okay, so let's try this again. Hey, Brandonio, what is going on? Thank you for checking out the stream. How are you doing tonight? Dang it! Ooh, wow, a Metapod. And it's only level 4, but that's 40 extra experience points. Yeah. I said last night today was going to be the first day of the Retro Achievements playthrough, and I chose Pokemon Red. Just trying to get this one achievement is proving to be a pain in the butt because I keep getting encounters. Oh yeah, and Brandonia, I got more videos up on YouTube. Alright, so let us try this again. We are probably going to be doing a lot of attempts here. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. anybody home. And that's how you get that achievement. Okay, so now we can just train up to Brock. But yeah, a fun little fact that I learned online that I was also not aware of in Pokemon Red. Tiles like this with the flower at the bottom right corner guarantees safe passage. You will not get an encounter there. Ever. So, if you needed to just get a quick run through Viridian Forest, that's how you do it. But see, like, that one path on the last batch of grass to the second entrance of Viridian Forest, those flowers are non-existent, so that's why we kept on getting unlucky and getting encounters in, you know, in those last few attempts. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I also got 3 more videos set to release at 3 p.m. over the next 3 days. And the reason why I have it set up that way is to hopefully get, you know, pushed through YouTube's algorithm. So... And I just figured it'd be better that way, so that way they're uploaded and ready, so I don't have to do anything later. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get Nidoran as high a level as we can. And to be honest, folks, we're probably going to be spending the rest of this session just grinding levels to fight Brock. Just hopefully we run into a lot of Kakunas and Metapods, so that way we can get the levels fast. But if we have everybody at level 12, we should be able to get through Mount Moon fine. Because, well, actually, by the time we get to Mount Moon, I think we'll have at least a few Pokemon that are level 14. And that'll get us through some of the beginning trainers. And then once we get to the bottom floor of Mount Moon, then getting past that one Rocket Grunt with the level 16 Raticate is going to be a problem. Because Raticate is super beefy, and maybe by then we'll have Nidoking. Because we have Nidoking, we won't have problems with that Rocket Grunt. Okay, nice, we got a Kakuna. Ooh, a level 6 Kakuna on top of that. Because we want level 6 Kakuna or Metapod, because getting 60 experience after every battle would get us levels very fast. And the faster we level up, the faster we can go and fight Brock. And kind of the reason why I want to train all my Pokemon up to level 12 is so that way I'm not behind when starting the next training segment. Because we're going to run into a lot of trainers. One of them will have a level 14 Spearow, which Pikachu will be dealing with that. And we're going to run into a whole bunch of level, like, 14 to 16 Pokemon in Mount Moon. Okay, Nidoran's level 10, that's good. Unfortunately, he will not learn Double Kick because he does not learn Double Kick in this game, which is very sad for us because that would be super useful because then Brock would be even easier because we'll have not only water, but we'd have fighting as well. Just gonna go ahead and save all the horn attacks for the Cocoon Pokemon. And thankfully, Nidoran cannot be poisoned because it is a poison type. And also, a bit of a heads up, I am almost done with all the Blood Moon event for Dead by Daylight. I've almost gone through every single bit of footage that I have to upload on that. So, after that, it'll just be the 2v8 stuff again. And I will try to get all that footage gone through, edited, and uploaded as fast as possible. Just, I've only got so much time. And since we are in the month of May, just a bit of a heads up now, I'll be announcing this, you know, every other stream until, you know, the time comes, but, in the middle of the month, me and my girlfriend are going to be going on a trip, so I will be away from my setup for 3 days. I will be out of town, so there will definitely not be any streams or any uploads. Oh shoot, I used Horn Attack. I meant to use Tackle. Shit. There will not be any streams or uploads unless they're already uploaded and scheduled to be released. So, and that'll be between the 14th all the way up to sometime on the 18th of the month. So content will probably be a little bit lacking this month just because of that. Alright, nice, we got another Kakuna. I hope I can get Nidoran up to level 12 before I have to end this segment. Okay, level 11. Come on. Okay, how far are we from the next level up? That's not too far. I think we can manage that with what PP we got left on him. Come on. I'm not going for the anybody home achievement anymore. Come on. Oh wow, Caterpie. Man, when we had the ability to catch Caterpie, it just did not want to show up for the life of it, man. Like, we actually had so much trouble finding Caterpie so we can catch it, and just now that we don't need to catch one, they just want to pop out left and right now. Okay, Tackle, come on. I kind of wish Weedle and Caterpie were worth a little bit more experience. Just because I kind of don't get why Kakuna and Metapod are worth like 10 experience points per level. That's something I never got. Oh yeah, now the Pokemon don't want to show up. Yeah, now they're all scared because I've been, you know, knocking them out left and right. Okay, we'll just go out here and, you know, train with the Rattata and the Pidgey over here. Oh yeah, see, just a few steps and we got an encounter instantly. Level 5 Pidgey, nice. Alright, now maybe more Pokemon will show up in the forest. Alright, there we go. And it's another Kakuna. A level 6 Kakuna on top of that. I did not mean to use Tackle, I meant to use Horn Attack. Alright. And there's level 12. So we're just gonna go ahead and swap Pokemon now. Actually, yeah, we should level up Squirtle to level 12. Oh, and that'll be easy. All we need is a level 4 Kakuna and we're solid on Squirtle. Or level 4 Metapod, that works too. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get Water Gun until level 15, so we'd have to go over the level cap to get Water Gun, so we're just gonna have to make do with Bubble. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start leveling up Spearow, and then afterwards I'll start on Pikachu. Oh wow, another Metapod. Yeah, I was just leveling up Nidoran was the most difficult because all of his attacks were physical attacks. And with Metapod and Kakuna only knowing Harden, that was a bit of an issue. I mean, Heck is also a physical attack, but it also has type advantage compared to Tackle and Horn Attack. So it's not that bad, so it's a lot easier because of that. And Pikachu's Thunder Shock is going to be using special attacks, so even if Kakuna and Metapod use Harden, that's not going to affect Thunder Shock at all. Well, if you're ever having trouble finding Caterpie or Metapod, this is actually the best spot to look for them, because this is our, third, fourth Metapod in a row? Yeah, Spearow hit level 12 in no time. Not to mention, training the Pokemon this way increases their DVs, which I don't remember what DV stood for in Generation 1. Because I think for Generation 1 and Generation 2 it was like DVs, and I think then from Generation 3 and up, they changed them to IVs. But, or IVs and EVs, you know, for effort and individual values, but, I'll probably, put that in the description as well, what DV is, once I look it up again, because, yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up again, because I'm too dumb to remember. Again, also as a kid playing Generation 1 and 2, we didn't even really focus on that, because once we had the ability to rare candy our Pokemon to level 100, that's what we all did. We didn't know anything about, you know, additional stats just due to battle Pokemon, which it makes sense, because how are you supposed to get effectively stronger without actually doing any of the battling? compared to, like, pumping up your Pokemon with, like, roids and stuff. Which that's basically what you're doing with rare candies, pumping them up with roids. Alright, we got ourselves another Caterpie here. Dang, Spearow! How long is it gonna take before you level up again? Which probably for part 2 we are gonna probably spend the first part of the segment trying to level up our Pokemon to the level I want them to be before we fight Brock, and then we'll proceed with the achievement grinding. Because this wasn't going to be a short process, everybody. I hope you all know that. Because we are literally going through the entire game of Pokemon. And you are going to see everything live firsthand. Yeah, if we can get... Oh, yes. Can we just get nothing but level 6 Kakunas, please? Level 6 Kakuna and Metapods. Just because that would make this process so much easier. Okay, nice. Okay, wait. How much experience do you need now? Oh, crap. Unless we can get 6 level 6 Kakuna in a row, this is going to be a long process. Okay, level 5 will also work. Preferably level 5 or level 6. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. We're just gonna switch into Nidoran for that one. Yeah, like the off chance we get a Pikachu. Yeah, and his Thunder Shock is now only doing 3 damage to us, because we're so bulky now. Yeah, if my Spearow had Fury attack at level 11, then we could have taken on that Pikachu. But with Peck, that isn't gonna cut it. Yeah, like I said, prefer level 5 or level 6 Kakuna, but I'm not gonna turn away a level 4. Just because it's still better experience than everything else. Man, I cannot wait to get Drill Peck on Fearow. Once we get Fearow, I cannot wait to get Drill Peck, because once we do, Fearow will be unstoppable. And you know, speaking of Drill Peck, I always found it odd that out of the 3 legendary birds, only Zapdos had Drill Peck, and Articuno and Moltres just had Peck. Like, I get Articuno, but why didn't Moltres get Drill Peck as well? Because out of the 3, Moltres kind of got screwed in the move pool the most. Because, I would say Articuno and Zapdos are pretty much about even on the move pool, because Articuno gets Ice Beam and Zapdos gets Drill Peck. But, oh man, Moltres just, yeah, just did not... Moltres rolled a nat 1 on its move pool. Just Peck and Fire Spin. Just really Fire Spin of all the moves. Could not have given it Flamethrower, could not have given it Ember. Just Fire Spin. What the heck were the devs thinking? Like, teaching it a better fire move as soon as you catch it is not going to be an issue because you'll have the Fire Blast TM by then. And also, hopefully, you would have been smart enough to duplicate it before using it. Because, let's face it, there is a lot of items you're just going to want to save so you could duplicate them later with Missing Mel. Alright, we got ourselves another Weedle. So let's just go ahead and peck it into submission. Okay, how close are we now? Because we've taken down a lot of Pokemon. Okay, cool. Cool, we'll be able to level up Spearow as well and at least get 3 out of 4 of our squad members leveled up. And of course you give me a Weedle. Could not have given me a level 4 Kakuna, you had to give me a level 4 Weedle instead, so now I have to do another encounter just to level up. Thanks, game. Yeah, now we're just 9 experience points. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go out here. We're just gonna go out here and get our level up. Yeah, you're worth way more than 9 experience anyway, so... And we should be getting Fury Attack now as well on this level up, because we need another attacking move. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We're still just stuck with Peck. Well, dang it. Actually, Pikachu is really effective here because there's Pidgeys in this grass, and should be able to take down Pidgey in like 1 or 2 Thunder Shocks. Dang, Pikachu got 2 critical hits in a row. Man, what is with the massive critical hit ratio that I'm getting? Alright, we got ourselves another Caterpie. Yeah, I think in here would be better because if we run into Caterpie or Weedle, it won't hit us that hard compared to Rattata. Just the downside is we have nothing super effective with Thundershock in here, just compared to out there. But then again, we won't need to. And also, if we run into another Pikachu, we can just swap into Nidoran and have Nidoran take it out. Might be one more. Oh no, we got another critical hit, so we're solid. Okay, and Pikachu leveled up to level 6. Dang, his special attack is still kind of lacking, though. Okay, nice, we got a Metapod. Here we get one last encounter, and it's a Weedle. Okay, wow, we got paralysis too. Okay, so let's go heal up at the Pokemon Center now and just get started for the next training session. Because I am sorry, everyone, I am gonna have to call it. I know I started kind of late, and I apologize, but, you know, I was creatively stumped with my last video that I was trying to edit, and I was super focused on editing that video and getting it ready. Because I had the day off from work today, and, you know, I also was up late last night as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save the game, and I always do a double save just in case. Okay. Okay, Just gonna hit quit here. Okay, ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this on so that way we have something to look at while I'm monologuing here. But alright, everybody. That was the first part of the Retro Achievements Guide to Pokemon Red version on Game Boy. Thank you, everybody, for coming into the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, the guide will take a long time to get, you know, up and running and ready to go. Especially because I got to figure out how I'm going to do the, you know, formatting for it, the voiceover and everything. Oh, that's good, honey. Yeah, well, my guide will definitely help you with any other questions once I, you know, get it made, chopped up, edited, and everything, and uploaded onto YouTube. So, I'm gonna definitely go over all the achievements, you know, for Pokemon Red for all of you. And in case you want to take on the challenge yourself, if you're crazy enough to do that, because I know I am, and my girlfriend's also crazy enough to take on the challenge because I'm guiding her through it as well. It's not even really as hard as it seems. But, yeah. Also, a bit of a heads up, there is one part of the guide that I will not be able to stream on Twitch. So, for that one, that part will exclusively be on Kick and YouTube. Just because, you know, Twitch has some things about that. And, well, I'm not big enough in the sphere to be able to show that part. And also, everybody, thank you, Ko-fi Streambot, for the shout out of the Ko-fi page. Go and check out the Ko-fi page whenever you have a chance. I'm going to be honest, everyone, I still haven't done any, like, posts, any updates or anything on that. I was just so busy trying to, you know, get content ready for all of you to view on YouTube. So that's where a lot of my time, you know, during my time off today went, was just editing, figuring out what I wanted to put in, trying to, you know, be creative. What do I want to do? Looking for edits and all the, you know, all that stuff, and like looking for sound effects and clips and stuff that I wanted to use. So it was just, it was kind of a mind-numbing task, but I want to put a lot of work into my videos and not just recycle the same things over and over and over again. I mean, let's face it, there are some sound effects that I love using over and over again because they're super funny to me, but I can get why they can, you know, get old to other people, you know, fast. But it's just like, sometimes I just kind of overuse one thing because it's not done being funny to me, and it also fits the situation. So, yeah. I am working this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, so I don't know if I'll be live streaming at all. I don't know what the next live stream is going to be. So I'm just going to need to think about what I want to play. I don't know if I'm going to do another segment of Dragon Warrior Randomizer or do some more 2v8 live on Dead by Daylight. Actually, you know what? I should probably do more 2v8 on Dead by Daylight just because I didn't stream it enough the last time around. And then kind of like do breaks in between, because it just might be a pattern of like Dragon Warrior Randomizer 2v8, Retro Achievements Guide 2v8, and so on and so on. Just until, 2v8 is done and over with. Plus, that'll give me a little bit more time to get episodes 42 and 43 of Dragon Warrior Randomizer edited and uploaded to YouTube. So that way you can all watch that. And don't worry, I still didn't forget to split those segments of Dragon Warrior Randomizer into 30-minute intervals for the people that prefer shorter format videos. So don't worry, I still got you covered there. It's just going to take a little bit longer to, get those up. But I will let all of you know when those videos are up. Just remember to be a part of the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow both YouTube channels. Follow me here on Twitch. Follow me on Kick. And especially follow the Ko-fi page, because I can post updates there, because it's another social media site, and I can probably upload clips and stuff there as well. So gives you all the more reason to, make a Ko-fi account. Follow me on there. It's, the same thing, NJ Gaming 777. You can also leave, tips or do like monthly, support goals starting at a minimum of $3. So just, there's so many incentives to join the Ko-fi page. So just please, tell your friends, tell your family, just help make this dream of mine come true to where I can make videos on a more regular basis, because, if I have more time to make videos, I can pump out content so much faster. But that's enough of me ranting. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I will hopefully see you in the next stream. This is NJ Gaming 777, signing out.